fought at the bar.
So what happened to your smuggling operation?
The Galactic Empire. Not long after the end of the Clone Wars, the Empire cracked down on my shipping operation. It ruined everything. Many of my associates saw the relative safety of the Hutts. Good riddance. Most of them were snakes anyway. But some of them lost people I didn't expect to lose.
I'm sorry, Moran. It's rough.
No, I'm sorry. I seem to have forgotten asking for your pity.
All right, then.
Cal, I've been meaning to, well, I was a little curt when last we spoke about how my shipping operation was shut down.
Don't worry. I've heard worse.
I really did lose everything, you know? And everyone. That's what brought me to Koba with what few wares I had left. Monk lets me keep my things in the back room. Go on. See if anything suits your fancy. Not like anyone here has credits to spend. Anyhow, I shouldn't take my troubles out on you.
Thanks, Moran.
See you around, Cal.
Monk, I could really use a drink.
Just a moment longer. I'll be back.
Hey, Monk.
You look tired. Take a load off. Gotta hand it to you, Cal. Wherever you go, the action surely follows.
Hey, you wanted customers, right?
That I did. The place is packed. And if we keep going at this rate, we're gonna need a bouncer.
Well, maybe Mosey's looking for some extra income.
Interesting proposition. If I had to put my life in someone else's hands, it'd be Mosey's. You keep your eyes on the path ahead.
Till next time, pal.
This place is starting to fill up, Cal. Guess the word is out.
It's looking pretty good.
Seeing this place start to get its legs feels like the start of something historic. What if, centuries from now, there's a city here? Even Eldera was just a lumber colony once.
Doma better start investing in urban planning.
True. Turgle told me he named a road after his foot. We'll talk soon.
So how'd you go from making sounds on Ryosa to becoming a producer?
Well, I put together a few rough tracks, handed them out to friends, and things spread word of mouth. Started playing enough gigs to do it full time. Eventually, someone with influence caught a listen as they were passing through. They'd worked with Max Rebo, so I figured they were legit.
Max Rebo? That is legit.
Exactly. Said they could give me some gigs in the core. When they said core, I heard like Chandrila. Nah, they meant Coruscant. So that's where I went. DD can't stop playing this set list. Great stuff, Cal.
Okay, what should we listen to? You ever get homesick, Tulot?
From time to time, there are quite a few things I miss.
Like what?
The many rivers, bloody trout leaping over the current, and the food that I crave.
Oh, yeah?
Handmade dumplings stuffed with potato and kushnip. I miss the taste of banson, a minty spice that enlivens every taste bud.
You should talk to Grease. Maybe you can whip something up that reminds you of home.
A wise suggestion, Sojourner. I must be alone now.
Barkeep.
Good to see you, Cal.
See you later, Monk.
Word is that Ravis got bumped off.
Word travels fast.
Sure, when there's credits to be made. Send the raiders running, and we're in business.
That's right. We get back into the gorge, kickstart those dams. Maybe we finally make some real scratch.
Those dams are in rough shape. Think you're up to it?
I know him like the hairs on my back.
What Grok here means is we can make him sing again. Yeah, trust us.
Keep up the good work, kid.
Say we short the central conduit, slice it through the emergency couplings. Might be enough to get the sluice gates going.
Huh. Might actually work.
Cal, glad you're here. There's talk of a giant piazza nesting in an animal graveyard on the far side of the valley. Figured you want to check it out.
You figured right.
Look at you. Already sounding like a local. Oh, before I forget, I heard there were a pair of newcomers over by the stone spires. I want to look for them.
I already found them. They're gonna start a holotactics table at Pyloon's.
Now we're talking. Piazza that size, well, just don't take it lightly.
I won't. Thanks, Mosey.
Glad you came to Kobo, Cal. You're a hard worker, aren't you? And always putting others before yourself.
How can you tell?
Smudge of dirt on your pants, whiff of adrenaline. Your eyes dart for danger, alert. I call it hunter's eyes. To trap game, a hunter refines her ability to observe. But for the record, your friendly demeanor don't fool me one bit.
That right?
Oh yeah, you're a natural hunter and you damn well know it. Talk soon.
Breeze, you should know. When my old crew worked from the Mantis, we made a few changes.
Oh, you mean how the left side of the cabin couch completely has lost its bounce? Yeah, I noticed. Come on, the seat's got no give. Cushion just limps there, like a dead necko.
That's from Liz. To psych herself up for a mission, she'd bounce on the couch as hard as she could. Now every time I sit on that broken cushion, it feels like Liz is still there.
Well, I was planning to replace those cushions, but maybe that can wait. All right, finish this thing, will you?
I'm going.
Oi, Cal! Heard you gave Ravis the sack. You know you weren't the first to take a swing at that Gendai. Ever hear about Toll?
I don't think so.
Oh, real poet with a pickaxe. A while back, she comes across this load of priorite, the biggest you ever saw. Like a sky full of grinning stars. Of course, then your Ravis shows up, built like a bloody cargo barge, and tells her to get scarce. But Toll, the old nutter, she goes and takes her plasma torch to the Gendai. Of course, poor Toll don't last 10 seconds. But I guess sometimes a find like that's worth fighting for, eh?
Yeah, well, sometimes the payout isn't worth the price.
Maybe. But it's just like the prospectors say. Better a broken pick than a rusted one. Do wish you could have met old Toll. Bit loony, but with real heart.
Sounds like it. So, Scuba, whatever happened with the pirates?
So there we were, 4 Quarren, armed with spears, each way a mind to make a mantelpiece of my wee rubbery head. I looked over to me captain, and he stared right back, waving his arms like a goober fish in heat. At the harpoon I held in my hand. Oh, for a black instant, I considered nailing those pirate Quarren to the rocks with my harpoon. But something stopped me from pulling the trigger. Perhaps it was the sparkle that caught my eye. The sparkle of a passing glumbrig eel. What would those pirates say to a whole school of glumbrig eels? A crackle and a sparkle as they be, thought I. So I opened my wee mouth and emitted the mating call of the eel.
You speak eel?
Aye, but I forgot to turn on me comm. Wee Scriver alone heard the cry. But my demented expression put such a fright on the Quarren that they dropped the blasters. By the time they'd come to the senses, we were swimming away as fast as our flippers could carry us. It was only later, as we fled aboard the Zephyr's schooner, that I realized how close the real danger was. But I shall continue my tale next time.
I heard from Grease that our brave pal simply tore through those raiders without so much as breaking a sweat.
Breeze told you this?
Indeed. You ain't never seen someone move like that. So he says.
The Latero lies. You must make him fear you. Then he will speak truth.
Oh, Cal, here you are. So, is that how it happened?
No.
I told you. Grease lies.
How mortifying!
He must pay. We should curse him. Make him suffer.
If you hurt him, he won't be able to cook you scaz steaks.
Nobody asked your opinion, Cal Kestis.
Z, got any advice on confronting Dagon?
Well, in my day, I did watch him spar countless times. A ferocious warrior, that one, with a keen instinct for recognizing weakness. So don't show any.
If only it was that easy.
I know. Why is it our enemies always seem to be the ones to exploit our failings? We'll speak later. Go on, sit forth.
How do you like Pyloons?
It is like an oasis. A dirty oasis. Tell Grease I said that and you will regret it, droid. Try not to die out there.
Turns out our skills go pretty okay together, huh?
So modest, this one. We were perfectly darling. On Coruscant, others would construct my designs. What fun it was to roll up my sleeves and get in there. So, what's next?
Next?
That's right. I'm not done with you yet, Zeke. Not by a long shot. Carl, tell me, have you ever been to Coruscant?
Once or twice.
Winnie says I've gotta go. What's it like?
A lot of ships. A lot of people.
Like one, not the other.
And I adore both. You've never lived until you've danced the night away on a pleasure bus circling the Uskru district.
I'd make the trip just to see that.
Let's talk later.
Hey there.
Our garden's almost full, buddy.
Oh, hello.